Hello everybody, SeaBricks here today with yet another LEGO Star Wars video. Today I'm taking a look at set number 75272, the Sith TIE Fighter. The set does include 3 minifigs, comes with 470 pieces, is recommended for ages 9 and up, and retails for $80 US. Back of the box shows off some of the set's main play features, as well as the minifigs. It also shows off the stand the set includes. I'll get further into that later. They use the Rise of Skywalker box art for the set. You can see a little advertisements for LEGO Life on the side, and then on the side you can also see a little more advertisement for the set. But yeah, I like the box art of the set. You can see the Kylo Ren on top, and yeah, let's move on to the actual build. When I first built the thing and actually had it in hand, I kind of thought, you know, this is a little heavier than I think most people were expecting. I think that this extra layer of triangle on the outside of the triangular shaped wings really does a big difference, I think, especially in weight and in look. Though one of the biggest problems I have with this set is just how blocky it looks right here. I think that if they're going to connect these, they should have used something, or at least tried to smoothen it out a little more, because like, I know you might not think that if you're displaying this, that this is an angle that you'll frequently see, but you'd actually be quite mistaken. I feel that when I have this thing on my shelf and I look at it, every time I see these blocks, and it just irks me off. At least they're not in blue, so thank God for that. But I just think that the blocky look definitely does take away from the overall look and feel of this thing. Other than that, though, the wings are actually quite beautiful. I think that they look excellent. I love the red on the outside and the black on the inside. I think that looks really good. I think that the light gray accents are also pretty nice. You'll see there is a little hidden away play feature right here, which is this stud shooter. I like that it's pretty hidden away. I mean, you can kind of see the green tip right there, and it does stick out a little bit. I mean, it does take away from the look, but it's not, in my opinion, a huge problem. But if you click down this thing, there you go. God, I keep calling those things stud shooters, spring-loaded shooters. I'm gonna do that for the end of time, I swear. But yeah, anyway, that is, of course, on both wings. I'll show you the other wing. And there you go. Ow, that hit me. But yeah, there you go. It's a nice play feature. I think that it's hidden away nicely, pretty decent. I think that, you know, the choice of color for the actual mechanism to activate it is nice. It's subtle enough, but yet still you actually know there is a play feature there. So yeah, I mean, props to them. It's a good play feature. Instantly was that this set is on a stand. I did not build this stand. It actually came in the set, which I think is nice. I wish they'd do that with more LEGO sets, though I think the only reason they did it in this case was that if there was no stand and you tried to set the thing down, that would happen. Yeah, that's the one downfall of having triangular wings instead of the normal rectangle wings. But I think that it's nice. I think it definitely counters that issue really well. It's a good stand. It's a simple build. It's not really anything like UCS style, but it's still nice. I wish they just include this in other sets just because, but I get their motivation in this one. It's just unfortunate that we only see it if there is a reason for it, but it's nice. It's definitely cool, and it definitely adds to the displayability of the set. Just showing you the inside of the wings as well. The inside actually looks pretty nice. I gotta admit, it doesn't look really blocky or crazy. It looks pretty sleek and, you know, nice enough. It's not anything to, you know, write home about, but it's pretty nice. I think that it's good enough. It's again, adds to the displayability category of the set, but yeah, I think it looks nice. I wanted to show off the back of the wings a little more. I think that this is an awesome technique they use here by using these sort of clear pieces to almost mirror that. It separates the two right here, like down the center, yet it still keeps them connected, which I think is pretty nice. I mean, I think that it really does look separated. I couldn't tell from images. Then again, there weren't any really good images, but I think that it's cool. That you can also see right here, kind of gonna zoom in on it, but these are supposed to represent some more thrusters on the back of the wing. I think it looks nice. I like this little build right here. It's pretty cool, but yeah, I'm gonna show you the back of the cockpit really quickly. Yeah, so while we're looking at the caboose of the ship, I figured I'd show you the back part of the cockpit. It's an interesting build. They use the two sort of BB-9E heads, but in light gray to almost show some more thrusters or boost or whatever you want to call them, but I think that it looks nice. It gets the look across. I get that those are thrusts. The buildup of these wings, the buildup of the wings right here is pretty nice. It's thin enough yet thick enough. I think it looks really cool. And then the top does actually use this printed canopy piece, which I think is nice. I think it was cool to see that return. But yeah, I think that that's pretty cool. They also use 4 of these pieces to build up the top and the bottom. Here, I'm going to try to show you guys the bottom a little better right there. Sorry about that, I lost my camera for a second. But yeah, I think that the back of the cockpit looks really nice, really well rounded or rounded out. I think that that's interesting. But yeah, I'll show you the front of the cockpit now. The front of the cockpit looks really nice. I think that this sort of windshield piece is cool. Of course, you can open and close it. It's meant to be closed, but it can be opened for more access into the interior. I'll show you how you open the canopy in a second, but I wanted to point out something that's very odd. I'm going to take it off the stand just to show you more, is that there are no stud shooters on this cockpit piece at all, which is really interesting to me. I don't think there's been a single TIE Fighter model where there weren't spring-loaded shooters or just flick-fire missiles or something on that cockpit piece. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't really research that opinion really before I did the video, but just something interesting that I thought I'd mention. So how you open this is actually really interesting. You just have to pull back this whole part of the canopy, not just the top, but the whole sort of section of it. I don't think that that's movie accurate. I'm not particularly positive, but it's just kind of interesting to me. You have to actually pull the whole thing back, which is weird, but yeah, it's kind of interesting. Here's what the cockpit looks like when it is completely opened. There's no bar or anything right here. It's just like this, which is nice. You can see there are 2 printed console pieces there, different console pieces, which is nice. Then, of course, you can sit a minifig down pretty easily, like so. It's not too difficult. And then, of course, you can close the whole thing back up. When it comes to actually picking up this thing, I'd recommend holding it from the underside of the cockpit. You can hold it from the 2 wings like this if you want, but it's not the best option. These can, possibly snap off if you are, swooshing it around and holding the 2 wings hard enough. So I'd recommend holding it like this, but it is very swooshable from, all angles. It's pretty nice. It's easy to hold. It's definitely nothing too difficult, but yeah, it's a good model. It's easy to hold. It's good to play with. It's fun to swoosh. Yeah. So to elaborate on this set, I think that it is a good playset. I think that it's a good looking display set. I think that the stand really, brings it to the table. I think that it's it's a great looking set, and I think that a lot of kids are gonna like to play with it. I don't really like the minifig selection. I mean, I love that Knight of Ren, but other than that, the other 2 minifigs you're getting aren't very good, and you're only getting 3 of them in an $80 set, which just, I mean, I don't know, that leaves a really bad taste in my mouth. I think that was kind of a cheap move on LEGO. I mean, even if they didn't scrap the fin for a Sith Trooper, they could have at least just thrown in a Sith Trooper in the Sith TIE Fighter. I just said Sith like Sith. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't think that 3 minifigs in an $80 set is really good. And I mean, like I said, I really like the build of the ship. I like it. It's displayable. It's playable, but I don't think that it's worth $80. Like, the First Order TIE Fighter was $70, and I think that's perfect. I don't know why we had to raise it another $10. I just don't think that, at least, I know a lot of people were saying, it's because of the Knight of Ren. I don't think that the Knight of Ren right here is worth $10. I mean, it's a minifig, let's be honest. It's a minifig, and it's not even a named minifig. They don't even name him Usher. They just say the Knight of Ren. I don't know, I just don't think that I don't think this is an $80 value. It's kind of the same problem I have with the new Pose X-Wing. Taking a look at the minifigs, first up, this is the First Order TIE Pilot. I don't think this is a bad minifig. I think that it's good. I just wish they would have used the one with the red stripes down the helmet from the Kylo Ren's TIE Fighter. I don't know why they wouldn't use that in the Sith TIE Fighter, but yeah, whatever. You do see some nice back printing on this torso, as well as some printing on his front torso, hips and legs. I think that that's nice. We've seen it before though, so I'm not gonna spend too much time on it. That helmet is nice as well. If you lift it up, you'll see an angry clone face underneath, so that's that. Then he does come with a black pistol. Next up, this is Finn, and they do actually reuse the same Finn minifig from the Millennium Falcon. I didn't really mention this in that review, but I don't like this minifig. I don't really think it represents Finn very well. I think that the face is just a little too happy for Finn's character. Then I think his back expression as well is just makes him look like even more of a chicken than he is in the movie. I don't know. I just don't think that it gives Finn's character much justice. I think that the hair is way too poofy. I think that they should have just used the same hair piece that they did in The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. And I don't know. I just don't like this minifig.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I don't think it really represents Finn well. I don't really like the printing on his torso. I just think that the arm choice is weird. I don't know, just, ugh. This is a weird minifig to me. I don't know, I just don't like this Finn. I think the satchel is an over-exaggeration. It might be, accurate, but I don't know. I just don't like this minifig, to be honest. Next up, this is a Knight of Ren. I believe Usher is the name of this one. That's not a spoiler. I think they put it in the Rise of Skywalker visual dictionary. But this is a great minifig. I love that gunmetal gray color they use for him. I think that his torso printing on the front and back is really nice. I think that the face is also really nice. I like that they kind of represent the Death Trooper goggles that the minifig or the character actually uses in the real Star Wars universe. The hip and leg printing is awesome. I like that they show the black robes flowing down, and then he has his huge machete knife weapon thing. But yeah, this is a great minifig. I think it's a big draw for the set, and I really like it. Great addition to the Rise of Skywalker collection. Yeah, I just wanted to point out that the Kylo Ren's TIE Fighter last year cost $80 as well. I mean, look at these two next to each other. That should not equal this. I mean, for one, you get a way better TIE Fighter minifig with these red stripes on them, which I think would have been really appropriate for the Sith TIE Fighter. You get BB-9E, who is a pretty comically relief and a really fun character to get in a TIE Fighter. You get a Stormtrooper. I mean, yeah. I mean, give or take, it's like the TIE Pilot. It's still good minifig. It's still like a good addition to your First Order army. And you get a way better named character. You get Kylo Ren in this set. I mean, if that doesn't say that this is better than this, I don't really know how else to put it to you. I don't know. I just don't think that this should be worth this. I mean, this is 4 minifigs and a named character ship. This is just some random soldier ship and 3 pretty crappy minifigs. I mean, again, except for the Knight of Ren, 2 crappy minifigs and the Knight of Ren. I mean, you're really just paying $80 for the Knight of Ren. I mean, I guess, yeah, you're paying like maybe 10 for the Sith TIE Fighter. It's just, I don't know. I don't want to sound angry, but I just don't like it. I really don't think that's, good. I don't think it's a good price. I don't think it's a fair price. And I'm not one to say Lego's overpriced at all. I think that, with the marketing, the making the plastic, shipping all the stuff out, making the minifigs, I get it. It's expensive, and I mean, they can be expensive, so why wouldn't they? But they're really pulling your leg on this one. I know some people might like this better, and that's perfectly fine. I'm not trying to criticize anyone's opinion. You're all entitled to your own opinion. I just think I like this one better. I mean, I like this set better. I like the minifigs better. I like the ship better. I just don't think that it's fair. That's my only point. I don't think, it's exceptionally overpriced. It could definitely be worse. I just don't think it's fair. I don't want to sound salty for paying $80. I'm really not. I get it. It's Lego, and I like Lego, and I signed up for it. It's fine. But I just think that it's really just, it's an unfair situation. And if you do get the opportunity to get this for $80, and you were, saving up for this, I'd shoot for this one. I just think that this one is way better. But again, my opinion, you're all entitled to your own opinion. You can like whatever you want. I'm not trying to criticize anyone. And if you like this, that's fine. But yeah, to put things pretty short and sweet, I like the set. I like the ship and the build itself. I like the Knight of Ren minifig. I don't like the price, and I don't like the other 2 minifigs. I'm gonna give it a 5.4 out of 10. I just don't think it is the best Rise of Skywalker set for sure, and I definitely don't think it is the most, the most fairly priced set. But the set itself is good. It's just the price and the minifigs aren't the best. But yeah, I think that's gonna conclude all my thoughts for it. I already want to apologize for my light flickering. I don't know what is up with it. I might need to change a bulb in it. But yeah, I'm sorry about that. That's really annoying, but I didn't want to just have to keep reshooting. I mean, I reshot a lot of scenes that I did, but the light just kept flickering, so I do apologize in advance for that. I hope it wasn't too terrible, but yeah, that's just unfortunate, so I'm sorry. Hopefully I can get that fixed. Like I said, I'll change a bulb, but it shouldn't be like that for the next review, just letting you guys know. I didn't mention this in my BB brick sketch video, but I'm going to be uploading at 3 o'clock now instead of 5 o'clock, just letting you guys know. I'm also gonna put that on my conversation page on YouTube and my story on Instagram, just so you guys you are aware. But yeah, anyway, if you guys did enjoy, be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe, turn on the notifications so you never miss another video. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Stay happy, stay healthy, and stay safe. And as always, peace.